Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, there comes a time when a man has got to be a man, and a beta has got to be a beta. But when that time comes when we have to call out a beta, and it is a man that has to be the one to do so, that man will have no qualms at calling that other man a bitch made, pussy ass, sit down when you take a piss, bitch made beta. Am I bullshitting, Bo, or am I bullshitting?
Oh, damn, man. My bad, man. I was in my feelings. I'm sorry. Shit.
Bo over there crying and shit.
Must be this new age shit. Did I drink some milk with Similac? Shit. Fuck,
Bro.
some nigga give me some.
Hey, man.
This is some bullshit, man. What the fuck is going on? Oh, dog. I can't.
Bro,
Listen,
I got
man.
mental illness, nigga. Don't be talking like that, bro.
No, man.
I just get mental illness out of nowhere sometimes. Nigga just be chilling. I could be on the toilet taking a shit. All of a sudden, mental illness, dog. Automatic.
Man, dog. Listen, man. My motherfucking, I was walking, my nigga, and I missed the step, and I had mental illness.
Oh, shit, nigga. That's the worst right there.
Oh, fucked up my whole. I mean, I didn't fall. I just missed it. Fucked up my whole day, nigga.
No, that's it, dog. That's it. I mean, you can't do nothing else.
I couldn't fuck my bitch. I couldn't go to work. Nothing.
Impotent, man. Nigga. Dick won't get hard. Nope.
done, man.
We already know this one's gonna fuck y'all up, man. By the way, welcome to the Three Kings Boxing Podcast, man. We say whatever the fuck we want. We get at whoever the fuck we want to get at because this is the time where we do so. You know what I'm saying? We don't do all this on threekingsboxing.com. We call shit out, say shit is the truth over there. But over here, everything's explicit, uncut, and raw. We don't give a fuck who it is because you can't whoop our ass any goddamn way. So we're gonna say whatever the fuck we want to say on this bitch, right? Yes. You might see us in the street. And it won't matter because, like I said, you can't whoop our ass any goddamn way. So it won't matter. So we're going to say what we want to say and keep fucking moving, right? Been doing it for 36 years. You know what I'm saying? But how old are you, 58?
No. According to my Cuban birth certificate, it says 42.
42 plus 20. Bo been doing it for 62 years. So I already know. Bo already knows this one's gonna ruffle some fucking feathers. But as I always say,
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Bruh.
Oh man.
Let's just start off on a good note, man, before we get into the serious fuckery, man.
That's what's up.
Adrian Broner.
Oh my, I know where you're going. I saw that shit. I know where you going. I already know where you going.
Oh my God. So we didn't intentionally stumble upon this, right?
Right.
But we doing as we do, we as writers and shit, media, we out there, we on social media and shit, talking to cats, setting up interviews, getting information to write articles on, et cetera, et cetera. And during our journey in doing so, we stumbled upon another Adrian Broner. Oh, excuse me. Adrian Broner. Excuse me. Pardon me. Another Adrian Broner. Homosexual moment, man. Check this shit out.
Yeah, they stopping him. He almost did it, but they got him. They finally got him.
We're not gonna let you do this.
He was about to do it. He was about to do it, but they got him.
Oh. Now, the problem there is not what they're saying. The problem is that Adrian Broner is on all fours over a bed, and he has another man groping him from behind.
Oh, smiling.
Oh, they're in heaven. I'm in heaven. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't look right, dog. Why you let another nigga get on top of you from behind like that while you on all fours in the bed, fam? You can't, Broner, listen, dog. Let's just say this, right? We never saw the video where Adrian Broner was being caressed by fucking Tank Davis from behind, and Adrian Broner tried to kiss this nigga, right? We never saw that. We don't know nothing about Adrian Broner being gay. My Brazil is in the building. She said, OMG, what's up, 2K? Hey, Bo, I'm catching a live. I miss you, 2K. Miss you too, baby. We in these streets. Put $5 on it. That's what I'm talking about. But we never saw that video, right? And we have no idea that Adrian Broner is a closet homosexual, right?
I don't think it's closet no more.
Right.
I don't think it's closet.
I'm being nice.
It's not even questionable.
Yes, I'm being nice right now. You know what I'm saying?
Why? We know what this show is. Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
I'm trying to be a little nice to the little nigga, man.
Oh, man.
Right? So we don't know none of that shit, Bo, right? But we just stumble upon this video. Instantly, anybody who has never seen any homosexual activity come from Adrian Broner previously is going to raise a fucking eyebrow. Because you're on all fours on a bed
Mhm.
with a nigga hugging you from behind on top of you. I just gotta ask the question, Bo. Where was that nigga's ball sack at? Was it on that nigga's back? Was it on his ass? Because he was on top of him.
Ah!
You gotta think about shit like real shit. Like the nigga was on top of him. Where was his nutsack? Was he hanging off to the right or to the left? or was the shit really sitting on his back? You know what I'm saying, B?
Oh,
Like,
man.
nigga, I would never, ever, ever allow another man to grope me in such manner. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, bro. I don't care if we homies for years. You will never be able to touch 2K in such a ungodly manner.
Oh, man.
Somebody's dying tonight. If I go, you gotta go. Somebody got to die. Let the gunshots blow. You young niggas don't know nothing about that. Jonathan Reyes, take that with the Selena, with the Selena picture. That's what's up. Selena Quintanilla was a fine motherfucker.
Yes,
man.
she was.
Selena was fine, boy.
Woo! Only thing that
Anyway.
pissed me off was they picked a Puerto Rican to play her role.
Oh, they had, Jennifer Lopez.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they say, Jennifer Lopez already got a fat ass, right?
Yes, she does.
They had to put butt pads on Jennifer Lopez just so that ass could equal Selena's.
Yes, man.
Selena had that real booty, nigga. She was.
Yes, she did.
Pretty, dog. She was pretty, dog. Too bad I was a young nigga when she was old.
Yeah, too bad I wasn't in California.
Nigga, Texas, nigga. Texas, nigga.
My bad, Texas.
She's Corpus Christi born, nigga. Or Corpus Christi anyway. She wasn't born there, I don't think. But that's where she was at. Anyway, man, let's jump right into this shit, dog. And Bo, I'm gonna let you have it. You're gonna have it, dog, this show, man. I want you to get angry. I want to hear Bo get on that Samuel L. Jackson shit, nigga.
Oh.
I want you to be like John Amos from Good Times, nigga.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad you said that, nigga. If you was next to me right now, I give you dap. Notice I didn't say hug or kiss. I said dap, nigga. I'd give you dap.
Exactly. But before we do that, man, I hyped that nigga up just to bring him right back down. Before we do that, we're gonna talk a little bit about the fights that took place this past weekend, man. A little positive note before we get into this fuckery.
That's right.
Now, Emanuel Navarrete, right, retained the WBO featherweight title that he got when Shakur Stevenson moved up to 130 when he realized nobody wanted to fucking fight him. That includes Josh Warrington. Yeah, I know y'all gonna say, hey, Josh Warrington gave him an offer. Yeah, Josh Warrington gave him an offer when he was still with Frank Warren to come over to the UK and fight him, but he was gonna be on a layoff for 8 months. Top Rank and Bob Arum said, no, we need a tune-up in between. Frank Warren and Josh Warrington agreed to allow the tune-up. However, in the process of Shakur Stevenson trying to secure his tune-up, Josh Warrington abruptly left. Frank Warren moved over to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn and their people were like, well, we don't know nothing about no deal. What are you talking about? What deal? you talking about Frank Warren's deal? Oh, I ain't got shit to do with Matchroom, nigga. We trying to fight Kanzu. But then that deal was off. Shakur moved up to 130, said, fuck it, nobody wants to fight me on 126, even though I don't think he went for Gary Russell Jr., but I digress. He moved up. Emanuel Navarrete moved up, got the WBO title. Made his first defense. I believe that was his first defense, if I'm not mistaken. And it was against Christopher Diaz. Knockout in the 12th round. Bo, I like the fight.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were saying that Christopher Diaz was in the fight more than I thought he was. Emanuel Navarrete, in my opinion, was fucking that nigga up. I mean, by the time we got to like the 8th round, I felt like Christopher Diaz needed a knockout to win. I didn't think the fight was that close. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Emanuel Navarrete basically passed the Christopher Diaz test. In my opinion, it wasn't that difficult. He didn't make it look as easy as Shakur Stevenson did, but it wasn't that difficult. On to the next. They're talking about fighting Yoet Gonzalez, who, of course, fought Shakur Stevenson for the vacant WBO title that Shakur ended up getting, right? So it seems like Emanuel Navarrete is going after Shakur Stevenson's sloppy seconds. I don't want to see him fight Yoel. Even though Yoel Gonzalez beat Miguel Mariaga, it's Miguel fucking Mariaga. I don't want to see it. Right? Christopher Diaz was a great fight, but Emanuel Navarrete was winning. It wasn't close to me. Right. Yoel Gonzalez is not going to be a close fight either. Yoel Gonzalez was scared to pull the trigger against Shakir Stevenson. He was scared. Right? Just outboxed 12 straight rounds, easy work. Emanuel Navarrete doesn't do what Shakir Stevenson does, but he is a good fighter, right? And he can overcome. If you're going to apply pressure, he's going to apply pressure right back. It might be a fan-friendly type of fight, but again, I don't see Yoel Gonzalez beating Emanuel Navarrete. Let's just skip to the fight that we should see at 126. Emanuel Navarrete and Gary Russell Jr. for a unification. What do you think about that shit, Bo?
I think that's an awesome fight. I actually think that's a fight that after Gary Russell gets through dusting off Ray Vargas, he definitely needs to look at that and look at it this fucking year. Yep. Gary Russell, for the longest time, and I've said this, man, Gary Russell has pound for pound talent, but the motherfucker just don't fight enough. And it's getting to that point where he's looking for big fights. But the problem with him is you haven't fought enough. You don't have the names on your resume. So to preserve your legacy, fight Ray Vargas, look at Emanuel Navarrete, because Emanuel Navarrete is running through cats. He's a bigger fighter. Hell, some people, because Gary Russell only fight once a year, some people may even say Navarrete is the fucking favorite going into that fight. You see what I'm saying? Because of his performances. So the biggest question for me is that a fight that Top Rank would allow to happen? Because I believe they're saving Navarrete, just like Michael Conlon. They're saving Navarrete for Shakur Stevens. And that's the reason. That's the reason why Stevens had to listen. And let me say this, Shakur Stevens, he's up there calling out, Oscar Valdez and Jamel Herring. But remember, they had to do the same thing you did. They had to move the fuck up to save some room for you to be a star. Now you had to do the same thing for Manuel Navarrete. So don't play me, nigga. So you did the same thing for me. You could have stayed right there at 126. Your body, I saw you, little nigga, man. Your head way more than the rest of your goddamn body.
Exactly. Right? All these niggas are little niggas, dog.
But no, Gary Russell, excellent fight. Gary Russell needs to look at that fight. Look right now. That's probably the only fight I can see Bob Arum being willing to make, because you already have a path for Shakur Stevenson he's traveling on now.
I agree 100%. And then, of course, like Gary Russell Jr., and let me go back to that, he's a free agent. You know what I'm saying? He fights at a one fight deal per year with PBC. As you can see, the nigga's been champion since he beat Johnny Gonzalez in 2015, and the nigga has 5 title defenses coming up into 2021. That's 5 fights for 5 years. 1 title defense a year, nigga, literally. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga is on a fight-to-fight basis with PBC, so he can most definitely get in there and possibly get a deal with Emanuel Navarrete. That's a fight I want to see. Shakur Stevenson, not so much. Gary Russell Jr., I do want to see that unification at 126, dog. All right, man, let's go to the next cat real quick, man, before we get into the fuckery of all fuckeries. Edgar Berlinga. I don't like him, Bo. I don't like Edgar Berlinga, dog. And this nigga, when when you at the top, a lot of niggas going for your head shit. Nigga, what you the top of, man? This nigga standing on the top of a bum hill, nigga. Bunch of man-made bums, or a fucking hill made out of man-made bums, nigga. He's standing at the top. Damon Nicholson, the next bum to get thrown up there. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Damon Nicholson got knocked out by Jesse Hart. Now, Jesse Hart, and we'll just go ahead and do it. I do the show off the top of the dome, right? Jesse Hart couldn't beat Gilberto Ramirez, nor could he beat Joe Smith, right? Mm-hmm. So Jesse Hart is a guy that's had, I believe, 2 shots at a title at 168, failed miserably, right? First time he actually did very good. But Gilberto Ramirez beat him. Second time, he failed miserably, right? Then moves up to 175, beats Sullivan Barrera, but then loses to Joe Smith Jr. Now nobody knows where Jesse Hart is at, right? Where the fuck is MacGyver when you need this nigga, man? Go find Jesse Hart. Somebody go look for this nigga. Where's Sherlock Holmes at, dog? Go look for this nigga, man. Right? So, needless to say, Jesse Hart is not in my opinion, a top-level fighter in any given division. He fits right in the middle of the pack. You see what I'm saying? And this is Damon Nicholson got railroaded by this nigga. Now, they were promising that Damon Nicholson's a new cat, right? He's a new fighter. But you can't listen, man. Despite what's that boy name that fought J-Rock? Talking about the chin push-ups. Damn. He got knocked out by damn, I can't think of the boy's name. He fought Jason Rosario. Knocked out Jason Rosario. Come on, dog. I can't think of the
Nathan Gallimore.
Thank you. Nathaniel Gallimore.
Yeah, Nathaniel Gallimore, right.
Regardless of what Nathaniel Gallimore said to J-Rock about strengthening that chin and doing some so-called chin push-ups, nigga, once that chin's been dented, right, as Julian Jackson, once that motherfucker's been dented, that shit comes with you for the rest of your life, nigga. You can't let a bitch kiss you on the chin because you might get knocked the fuck out. You in the bed with a bitch and she kicks you all up on your neck, nigga, you start to grimace when she get next to your chin. Hey, hold on. No, not right there.
My baby daddy, Anthony Anderson, was getting knocked out by his girl. His chin was so weak. You remember that shit? That nigga chin was so weak.
Exactly, bro. There's a fucking meme I got on my phone, man. That shit was funny as fuck. This nigga Amir Khan was standing in the mirror, shaving and shit. And when he shaved and got to his chin, there's a fucking split screen of him getting knocked out and shit. That's it. And that shit is accurate. You know what I'm saying? So that's Damon Nicholson, man. You can't strengthen that chin. And that's what you saw in this fight. Now, what I will give him credit is that he went 12 rounds with Edgar Berlinga. Nobody could get out of the first round with this guy. I'm sorry, he went 8 rounds, with Edgar Berlinga. Nobody could get out of the first round with this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I do give Damon Nicholson credit for that. But Edgar Berlinga, who just fought his first 8 rounds as a professional, is really out here talking like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I keep winning the Canelo fights there. Nigga, you're not even ready for a top 15 contender yet, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Bo, him and Gabe Rosado. Y'all remember Gabe Rosado, right? The Home Depot nigga, right?
Yeah.
Who's probably back at Home Depot at this point in time in his fucking career, right? Him and Gabe Rosado going back and forth, right? Now, Gabe Rosado made a post on Instagram basically saying, let's make this fight happen. Do you think that is the kind of fight that Edgar Berlinga should be looking at going for next, man?
Honestly speaking, I think he should. And this is the reason why. He talks too fucking much. He need to be in a fight. Listen, he fought Nicholson and he knocked him down 4 times, right? When you knock a guy down 4 times, it builds your confidence. Even if you don't knock him out, it builds your confidence. Nothing was weighing Berlanga from believing, damn, am I really that dude? Is my power, am I really all that? Nothing was weighing him because when you knock a dude down once, the back of every fighter's mind is, if I do it once, I can do it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Gabe Rosado's that dude that you not only might not knock down, he might give you something. He might bring something back at you. He's gonna fight you tough. He's gonna fight you dirty. But now, if I'm his team, I'm like, man, I'm not making that fight. You lost your
right, right.
Nigga, please. I mean, in front of him, I'd be like, yeah, man, champ, hey, champ, just like champ, we gonna make the fight. When he closes up, man, hang up that motherfucking phone. Making that goddamn fight. Ain't finna fuck up my stock. Exactly. Gabe Rosado is not the fight as a team I look for. But if Berlanga wants to run his mouth, and you want people to say, hey man, this dude needs to be brought down the peg. Hell yeah, Gabe Rosado is that fight because that will happen with Rosado.
Man, look, at the end of the day, like, I think that's the fight he needs. Like, you know, Masage Selecki likes to move around 168, 160. That's a good fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys like that, of that caliber. Where's Shifat Asufi, nigga? The nigga that fought Billy Joe Saunders for that vacant WBO title at super middleweight, right? Where that nigga at? You know, guys of that caliber. That's who Edgar Berlinga needs to be fighting. Because quite honestly, I see so many fucking flaws, it's not even funny. Edgar Berlinga should not be talking shit to David Benavidez. Stop it. The nigga will knock you out earlier than he knocked out Jay Leon Love. Stop.
Oh, man.
Stop. Remember, nigga, I went to go get something. He came back. Jay Leon Love was knocked out.
Hey, if there's a word that's better than easy, that's what that is for fucking
easy work.
Benavidez be like, I'm fighting who? Oh shit, okay, I trained the last week. Y'all niggas got me. I'll train
Nigga,
you for the fight, man.
I'll train with, right, exactly. Nigga, I'll train during the goddamn media. You know what I'm saying?
Right, media tour.
The last presser, nigga. I'll train that night only.
Right.
David Benavidez coming off flabby and shit like the Grim Reaper Roper on fucking Great White. Another one you little niggas don't know nothing about, man.
No,
the Great White Hype. Classic movie, man. Look it up. All right, man. Let's get into the bullshit. Ryan Garcia. And if you don't know what Ryan Garcia looks like, go ahead and take a look at your screen there. Take a good look at your screen. That's what Ryan Garcia looks like right there. Oh, man, dog. So, as all of you probably know, if you follow 3kingsboxing.com, then you know. Ryan Garcia pulled out of his second title eliminator, which doesn't seem to even need to happen because the nigga's already the mandatory for Devin Haney when he beat Luke Campbell, and he knew that he would be Devin Haney's mandatory, but seems to not want to fight him for the actual title, citing titles don't mean anything. That doesn't mean shit, but is willing to fight another eliminator for no fucking reason at all, right? However, so in the process of getting ready for that eliminator, Ryan Garcia abruptly pulls out of the fight. And that eliminator was against Javier Fortuna, right? Pulls out of the fucking fight. Citing mental issues, right? Saying, I care about my mental health. Even De La Hoya came out. I care about my mental health. However, and I'm going to cease the comment real quick because I got something else to show y'all. I've mentored kids with mental health, dog. And I can tell you right now, the kids that I've mentored, teenagers, motherfuckers that are younger than Ryan Garcia, right? Going through fucking, the adolescent stage. They just got their first hair on their ball, nigga, right? They trying to get some pussy and continuously getting turned down and shit, right? Them niggas is going through serious mental health, right? Acne and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
None of them who had actual mental health issues were okay after being diagnosed with such a disorder, right?
Very true.
Exhibit number 1. When the fuck does a nigga with mental health issues go on vacation with a bad bitch? Yeah, nigga, I gotta pull out my fight, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, shit just not working right upstairs and shit. Shit, nigga, I'm about to fuck shit out that motherfucker. Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, it just ain't working right upstairs, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pull out the fight. Right? If you don't believe me that he's on vacation, and I'll read this comment. He said, y'all was doing all that capping for this about mental health, and this nigga pulled out of the fight to go on vacation. Ryan Garcia is a clown, and y'all pick and choose who gets passes. 3 Kings Boxing don't. We get on any and every motherfucking body. That's why Ryan Garcia ain't getting no pass. Exhibit number 2. If you don't believe me, he went on vacation. Look at that. What does that look like to y'all? Thank you. And by the way, this is his post. And he's saying on here, thank you for all your support and all the people checking in on me for my fake ass mental health, right? He made this post on this picture with his background, with him being at a goddamn island on the beach chilling, fucking mad bitches. So is the mental health issue have to do with lack of pussy? I agree with that. Here's the problem. And here's where it gets controversial. Ryan Garcia is trying to be Hollywood like a motherfucker. Y'all know that, right?
Yep.
He want to be Hollywood, right? Who was the last dude that wanted to be Hollywood? So much so that you see him parlaying with rappers, actors, right? Actresses, hell, porn stars, right? Who was that, Bo?
The motherfucker we saw earlier with the niggas with the ball sack on it.
Exactly. Yeah. The nigga we saw earlier with the ball sack on his back. Yeah. Right? Adrian Boner. Right? King Ryan Garcia is what his name is up here. He's doing the same shit, right? He's parlaying with what's that girl named? Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
He's hanging out with all Jake Paul and his fucking Neanderthals and shit, right? Ugly ass niggas like fucking Jay Leon Love and shit, right? Lying about being a champion, all that shit. He's hanging out with all these different celebrities, all in Hollywood, right? He even told you guys he's using boxing as a way to segue into something more lucrative.
Sure did.
In a new career.
Sure did.
Hence saying, I'm trying to retire at 26. I don't know how old Ryan is. I think he's like 21, 22, something like that, right? But he said he's trying to retire at 25, 26 because he's trying to segue into something more lucrative, like a modeling career, which he's already doing, an acting career, which I don't think he's doing yet. I haven't seen a nigga in shit, but I don't watch much TV, so I wouldn't know, right? But I have seen him with different celebrities out there. If you look at Selena Gomez, that's a dark-ass bitch. What I mean by dark is the bitch is satanic as fuck, right? She went from pretty little Sabrina Gomez, right? Little innocent, little sweet little child to wearing all this dark-ass makeup and shit, right? Motherfucking satanic, devil's puppet. That's what she is. And he's parlaying with people like that. Here's where it gets controversial. Ryan Garcia has mental illness, much for the same reason why Adrian Broner had mental illness and admitted to attempting to commit suicide. It's because I firmly believe Ryan Garcia has been getting his booty hole torn out. I firmly believe it. Do I need to run down a list of motherfuckers that B2K, Insure, Outcast, Kid and Play? Do I need to run down the list of motherfuckers that been getting their booty torn out when they get to Hollywood? I think that's what's been happening to Ryan Garcia. That's what's been happening to Adrian Broner, right? If you hanging out with Rick Ross and Rick Ross standing next to you with no motherfucking shirt on, nigga, what you think is happening? Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Remember the video? If y'all didn't see it, go look it up. Tekashi 6ix9ine is in a hotel room with Trey Songz. Both them niggas, by the way, it's morning, by the way. It ain't night or afternoon or evening. It's morning, nigga, like 7 a.m., crack of dawn. These two niggas on the balcony, shirtless, nigga, singing one of Trey Songz' songs, bruh. Now, Mr. Bo Bland, would I ever be caught dead in your hotel room, shirtless, at 7 o'clock in the morning, singing a song that you like?
If you were, you'd be dead.
Exactly, bro. I'm gonna throw my ass off the balcony, nigga.
He slipped. It was the fucking darndest thing, man. That nigga was typing 3 keybox on his phone, and man, I couldn't say balcony fast enough.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's a lot of questionable shit. And of course, this is all speculation. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But if you do your fucking research on shit that goes down, right? While it's a possibility, right? It could not be happening or it could be happening.
Mm-hmm.
It is still a possibility because we've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
Richard Pryor, Marlon Brando.
Even to women.
Yep.
Diana Ross. Okay, even the women, Diana Ross. I can't think of it. I can't think of the dude's name, man. Damn, it fucking escaped me. But
bunch of them. They're all over the place.
Marshall Warfield, who was a comedian, joked about the casting couch.
Yep. Will Smith.
What's that motherfucking name? Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood producer. He was outed for that shit, and so was my man that was on that TV, that TV show about him being the vice presidential candidate. I can't think. House of Cards. That
Right.
nigga, what's his name?
I don't remember his fucking name, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he was in Sizer Koze. That motherfucker was outed for doing that.
Yup.
And there have been a bunch of people talking about the parties that they don't
The
want to say
mansion
what
parties,
goes on.
yeah.
There you go. The
Yeah.
mansion parties. Like that's the big everybody go to the mansion party. And then of course we saw Terry Crews who talked about how a motherfucker grabbed his dick.
Grabbed his dick. And then Terry Crews was like, oh my God, don't do that. Big ass nigga. You kidding me? Him and Michael Strahan on Good Morning America trading niggas grabbing their dick stories. Yeah, man, I had it happen to me too. Michael Strahan whistling and shit with that space between us. Nigga, you make all that goddamn money and you still ain't fixed that motherfucking gap. Nigga whistling Dixie, nigga with that big ass space in between your teeth. Talking about, yeah, I have niggas grab my dick tooth. Fuck out of here.
Niggas with gapping their teeth shouldn't be on TV, nigga.
Exactly. Shout out to my man Virtuoso. He put $5 on. He said, honestly, I think Ryan Garcia should take the rest of the year off. I don't want him having an Oliver McCall moment against Fortuna this summer. Yeah, dog. He should just listen, man. He basically said, I am not in my right mind for boxing. Whether 2K's right about getting his booty hole torn out, or maybe it's just a fan. I don't know what it could be, right? Listen, think about it too, fellas. Ryan Garcia just went through an excellent moment of his life.
The best moment of his life.
Right? Two things. Number one, he won a huge fight, right? That put him in position to make a lot of money, right? He got a Gatorade sponsorship after he beat Luke Campbell,
Sure
if I'm not mistaken, right? And then he just had a kid, man. That's the best thing you can do. And that gives you the best feeling in the world. I know because I felt the feeling 3 fucking times.
Yeah,
Both felt it 3 times as well.
4.
Right? So you just have a kid, right? What the fuck are you having mental issues for? So the thing is here, dog. As a man, right? And now you're a daddy, nigga. You a daddy now, bro.
Yes, sir.
You don't ever check out over mental fucking issues now, bro. You man up and overcome, motherfucker. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You in boxing. You're doing what you want to do. You're making a lot of money. You have a family that cares about you. You just created your own goddamn family, right? This is what I'm saying, people. Nothing adds up. This nigga has the world at his feet. Why would he have mental issues? Only leads to one thing to me.
He's the top provider of his family. You know that, right? In his whole family. He's the top provider. When y'all see the videos of him in that big ass house, all of them live there with him.
Exactly. He's got everybody doing his little gut challenge and shit where he's punching niggas in the stomach, right? He had the goddamn, I can't think of his name, but the new UFC heavyweight champion, Ngannou.
Yeah,
Ngannou. His first name. Had him doing the goddamn gut challenge, man. The day of his fight. Where he was supposed to fight I forgot his fucking name. I don't watch UFC like that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, he's got all this support around him. Where is the mental health issues coming from? It's only one thing to me. You got all these celebrities that go through the same problem. Motherfuckers running down the street bucket naked, passing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas overdosing on cocaine and shit. You got comedians getting beat up by 15-year-olds and shit. Ryan Garcia is going through the same thing that we've seen several fucking times with different celebrities in Hollywood, man. I'm just saying, bro. At the end of the day, this nigga is the biggest beta male in boxing right now. I don't give a fuck what he says he's going through. Because with this shit right here, right? That shit right there, I don't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe him when I see this right here. I don't believe him when I see that right there. You got mental health issues, nigga. You need to be talking to a psychiatrist.
Not on no fucking vacation.
Not on no vacation on a beach trying to get your dick wet, nigga. I mean, I take that back. I would have done that, but I wouldn't have claimed mental health issues. I would have just said, "Hey, man, I'm pulling out the fight. I haven't fucking bitch." I'd have been honest with y'all. This boxing shit, just like Marvin Hagler said, nigga. He said, boxing or training for boxing is like being in prison, right? He said, no outside world can't eat what you want, no women. Then when he said no women, he growled. He's like, grr, right? I would have just been honest with y'all. Hey, man, 2K here, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, man. Got to pull out the fight, nigga. I ain't fucked a bitch in 7 months. Forgive me. I'll see y'all niggas in 7 months. 7 months I've spent not fucking a bitch. 7 months I will spend fucking lots of bitches if I was single. You see what I'm saying? I would have been honest.
Well, you could have did the Tiger Woods thing. Just make sure your cell phone is coded.
Exactly, dog. At the end of the day, man, don't let Ryan Garcia pull the wool over your fucking eyes, right? Just like Oscar De La Hoya tried to when he was going through his, quote, mental health issues. Really what it was is Oscar De La Hoya realized he's bisexual. That's what it was.
And like
and he loves it.
I like it.
But couldn't get the world to come to terms with it yet. So he had mental health issues, had to snort some cocaine and shit to get over it, right? At the end of the day, y'all, don't let these fucking celebrities pull the wool over your eyes. He's bullshitting y'all. 100%, man. What you got to say on that, Bo, before we go to the next one?
Okay. I just want to ask one question. Now, I would have believed the picture with the bitch if he was to said, look, y'all, hey, man, I was depressed, but I'm out of my depression. Look what I got with me. Then I'd have believed the picture like, yep, that'll do it. Like, yeah, nigga, that'll do it. But understand something. Ladies, understand something. This is a direct result of when our society started the whole don't hit your kid shit. Talk to them. Try to understand them. Yeah.
Beat them, y'all.
Yeah. Talk to them. Try to understand them. Like, for example, and I'm a perfect example, like what 2K talking about being honest about pussy. I'm gonna let y'all in on something. We supposed to have did a show one day, but there was something I had to do. Prodigy, what was that?
I don't know. What was it?
You remember I called you? I said, hey, man, I can't do the show today. I got I'm finna go see somebody.
Yeah, Yep. Exactly.
And what was your response?
I said, man, shit, go ahead and get that done, bro.
That's right. We didn't have a show.
Get that done, bro.
And guess what? I felt remarkably better afterwards. Mike Tyson, I didn't know about Mike Tyson being depressed till the fucking book came out. Didn't know about that. Didn't know this nigga was going through some shit till the book came out. Most people who are depressed, most people who have mental issues, they don't tell no one. Why? They don't want no one to know. On top of the fact, they're close to offing themselves. So when they truly want to off themselves, they ain't saying nothing because they really want to do this shit. They ain't trying to have, like when motherfuckers say shit and post, I'm going to kill myself, they want to be stopped. They want attention, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. All of y'all right now, for this week alone, has been through some shit. I mean, not no Ryan Garcia type shit. I'm talking about some fuck, I'm tired of this motherfucker. I'm gonna kill me a motherfucker. If I get another flat goddamn time, if I had a gun in my hand, I'll shoot all 5 of you niggas up in this place type of shit. If I walk up in his house and these motherfuckers, how many times growing up have I heard my mama coming out, motherfucker better not say nothing to me today? How many times have I heard that coming in the house? Okay? I can attest to, and Prodigy can too. I can tell you things my mama did to me that has been confirmed by Prodigy. She shot at me, tried to run me the fuck over with a car. I'm not depressed. I have lost a child. Nigga, I've lost the whole family. I'm not depressed. So, for those of y'all saying, well, you never know what someone is going through and all that, I understand that. But when you are a man, particularly an athlete and a boxer whose job is to inflict your will on another motherfucker, if I'm a fighter that lost to Ryan Garcia, I'm asking for a rematch tomorrow. I'm gonna whoop this dude ass. Ain't no mentally depressed nigga kicking my ass. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. At the end of the day, this is what y'all need to understand. We need to go back to the time where, guess what? Your mama could beat your ass in aisle 12. You know?
Right.
See, this is what happens when you try to be your child's friend and not their fucking parent. That's what happens when you try to understand your child instead of teaching them some shit and hoping and let them understand it later. This is what happens when you allow outside motherfuckers to tell you how to raise your goddamn child. I never remember Muhammad Ali. That nigga wasn't mentally depressed and he was out of boxing. I don't remember Muhammad Ali being mentally depressed.
That's what I'm saying, man. This nigga went to prison because he did not want to join the army.
Right.
Went to prison, bro. Took boxing away from this nigga. And he came back with a vengeance.
But, you know, Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler got screwed out of a fight. I don't remember Marvin Hagler being. You know what he said? I will never be in that position ever again. And he wasn't. He whooped everybody's ass after that.
Became undisputed champion very quickly.
Very quickly.
Right after that, bro.
That nigga wasn't mentally depressed. Hell, Roberto Duran, after doing the whole no mas, that nigga wasn't mentally depressed. We might have found out later.
Yep.
But at that time, didn't nobody know. Sugar Ray Leonard, after losing to Duran, that nigga wasn't mentally depressed. Right. Tommy Hearns. I can go on. Ernie Schaefer, who's never won a title. That nigga was not mentally depressed.
Nope.
So all I'm saying is, if you go through some shit, I'm not saying motherfucker go through something. I'm just saying I'm sorry. Forgive me if I'm not going to show no sentiment or no heartfelt value or no type of understanding for when I know the kind of bullshit I go through on the daily is worse than that nigga. I have lost children. I've lost whole families. And I'm here every day writing and doing Three Fucking Kings, going on, laughing, joking, and smiling. And before y'all say, oh, angry old black man, ask Prodigy, he'll tell you, ain't nothing angry about me, bro, never. If I show y'all the pictures that nigga has, no, nigga, I'm not angry.
Exactly, man.
At all. Yeah. So at the end of the fucking day, this is why we say it's a beta male world. Why? We're easily willing to accept that a motherfucker got problems. You got problems now to where you can't fight in July? What the fuck kind of shit is this? It's one thing if it's Monday and you say, I got to shut down for Friday. Nigga, you shutting down for months? When did we accept that kind of shit? No, real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, real talk. Answer me this. When did we allow motherfuckers to say we're shutting down? Have y'all ever been able to tell your mama after whooping your ass, mama, you beat me, I'm shutting down. You get fucked up in my house again.
Nigga, I could be a Buche fought his whole career with fucking mental illness.
No shit.
And this nigga was one of the top heavyweight contenders out there. I thought Ike was going to beat every goddamn body, to be honest with you, nigga.
Yes.
To this day, I wish he would have took the Lennox Lewis fight and not gave it to fucking Michael Grant.
Yeah.
Because he would have beaten Lennox Lewis, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is a nigga with serious mental health issues.
Serious. So
Paul Spatafor is another one.
Oh, yes, sure.
Fighting with mental health issues, nigga. So why are we accepting this shit from this bitch-made ass dude, man? And then he's lying to y'all.
Lying.
He's lying. Look at that. He's lying. Paul Spatafor's picture was in prison, nigga.
yeah. Wasn't no picture of that nigga on no beach. Yeah. That nigga wasn't. He was locked up. Won't let me out.
That nigga had white walls behind him in his picture, nigga.
Hold on, dog. And then on top of that, Floyd Mayweather. I'm not a big fan of him. I like him in the ring, but a person. Do y'all know the shit leading up to the Pacquiao fight that was coming out about Floyd, about his baby mama, his son not liking him, his uncle Roger Mayweather? That nigga wasn't mentally depressed. When there, what Manny Pacquiao collected his check? What the fuck home?
I'll do you one better. The Miguel Cotto fight. He went to jail before that fight.
Sure did.
The nigga went to jail.
No, he went after the fight. He after the fight, he was going to prison.
Right. My bad. He had the issues, the legal issues. Sorry.
Yep.
He had the legal issues before the fight. So this nigga had legal issues on his mind, went in there and whooped Miguel Cotto's ass, then went to jail.
Nigga knew he was going to prison after a fight, right?
Right. Come on, man. There's no excuse for this. But he's only 21, 22, then he needs to grow the fuck up then, nigga.
Quickly.
Because at 21, 22, I was a grown-ass motherfucking man out here, bro. out here in these streets. Trying to make a motherfucking living. I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth, nigga.
No.
I wasn't signed to Oscar De La Hoya, motherfucker. Right? I'm out here making money, trying to make these motherfucking moves. At the same time, trying to get an education, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Went through poverty like a motherfucker. I just got money 7 years ago, nigga. I was broke than a bitch in 2014,
the capital
nigga.
P-O-V-E-R-T-Y, nigga.
Yes,
not
sir.
poverty. I went through poverty, nigga.
Poverty, nigga.
Poverty, nigga.
That nigga Big L said I was po. I couldn't afford the O-R, nigga.
Right,
P-O.
Hell yeah, I was po. Nigga wasn't mentally depressed when he was out there out in Oscar De La Hoya for more money. You weren't mentally depressed then.
Right.
I
was never out here talking about, oh shit, I need to take a break from my family and from what I do on a daily basis. Nigga, there was no taking no fucking break. I take a break, I don't fucking eat.
Mm-hmm.
Little punk ass dudes, man.
My man, right here, you said it best, Kendrick Taylor. That's why I agree with my man Prodigy. These promoters need to go back robbing these niggas. Yes. They didn't have time for mental depression. Low check.
Yeah, nigga, ain't no mental issue, nigga. You getting robbed, motherfucker.
No.
That's what I'm saying, Kendrick. Exactly, doggy. You got it. They need to rob these niggas, man. Take 90%, and I bet you these niggas will be like Ioka Berlinga and Paul Spadafore. Fight, nigga. Yeah, we all fucked up in the head, nigga. I need pills and psychiatrists and shit, but I'm still gonna make my fight July 9th, motherfucker. Still gonna make it. Fuck out of here, man. Word up, actual facts. You know what's up, dog.
That's
right. See,
right.
I like when niggas can catch my shit, man. When I throw it out there at niggas, man. That's what's up. I'm done with this nigga, man. Like I said, we need to. At the end of the day, fans need to ignore Ryan Garcia. Fuck him.
Yep, I agree with that.
He is at the end of the day, and we spending way too much time on this dumb motherfucker. At the end of the day, he's taking advantage of you guys.
Sure
That's what he's doing.
And the sport.
And the sport, exactly. He's making a mockery of the fucking sport. Fuck him and ignore him. Let him climb his way back up to gain the respect that he probably should have never gotten in the first fucking place because he didn't do shit. Punk ass dude, man.
You paying attention, Chris Maddox?
He's a star. He doesn't have to fight Devin Haney. He's a star. What? Dick. There it is. Can't stand that dude, man. Punk ass. Anyway, man, let me go to the next one, bro.
What you got?
Nigga. This man right here. Take a look at your screens.
What the fuck is?
First of all, who made this nigga's mask? That's not how you wear a mask, nigga. This motherfucker's mask is covering his nose and his top lip. How the fuck? This nigga got a Daisy Duke mask. Look at them girls with Daisy Dukes on. What the fuck, nigga? This nigga chin, ass, cheeks is hanging out the bottom of that mask. Nigga, your mask supposed to go over your nose and over your fucking chin, nigga, not your top lip. I digress. Terence, bro, nigga, Terence Crawford, man. Oh shit! Give him the background on his Pacquiao shit, dog. Give it to him, dog.
All right, man. So you all know that Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford fight didn't go down, but here is something that you all probably didn't know. As it is being reported, and you know, over here on Three Keys Boxing, we give niggas credit, right? So, as being reported from Mike Carpenter, you know that motherfucker. I always say walk like he got a vagina.
Hell yeah!
But that motherfucking Terence Crawford, even though the fight didn't go down, for whatever reason, Crawford didn't sign the contract. Now Pacquiao signed his contract, but Crawford didn't sign his. Why in the fuck didn't you sign it? And before y'all say, well, the fight didn't happen, Crawford didn't know that at that time. He didn't fucking know that. So why didn't you sign the contract? That was the fight you claimed you wanted. That was the fight that was supposed to make Earl come to the table 50-50. That was your legacy fight. You ain't what you talking about? My legacy's already built. Well, beating Manny Pacquiao, motherfucker, ensures you have one at the very least. Because right now, I'm sorry, I hate to tell you this, bro. it's questionable only because of the fact he was an undisputed champion that we say, hey, man, you did that enough to get in because if Terence got in, anybody can get in, which, see, they need to have real niggas like us on the panel for voting. That's really what they need.
That's too real, dog. Everybody be uncomfortable. Oh, G Gottlieb, they're talking again. I don't know what to say. You know, too much for them niggas, dog. They go home and just castrate themselves, nigga. That's what happened, dog. I don't deserve this. I deserve a vagina.
Right.
That's what them niggas do, bro.
Y'all need niggas like us on there. I told Gotti, for what? For beating Mickey, what? Get this
nigga up out of here, man.
Up out of here, man.
No Arturo Gotti, no Ingemar Johansson. Who was the fucking Irish two-time featherweight champion? Barry McGuigan. No Barry fucking McGuigan. None of these niggas should be in the Hall of Fame. Go ahead, Bo. My bad.
Yeah, but outside of that, at the end of the day, Terence has ran out of excuse. I'm done because if this is true that he didn't sign the contract, I'm fucking done. I'm done with this nigga, dog. Like, for really, really done. Terence needs to retire. The nigga don't want to do nothing, right? You don't want Earl, even if they give you 50-50. You ain't look. You told Sean Porter, all right, man, I got to fight you now because you trying me. Cricket. I've heard nothing since that statement, right? I heard nothing since you was all, oh, nigga, you trying me now. Cricket. I've heard nothing since that fucking statement. You don't want to do nothing with Keith motherfucking Thurman. And now all of a sudden now you didn't sign a contract to fight Manny Pacquiao. Hey, man, get this nigga up out of here, 2K. He don't want to fight, man. Crawford don't want to fight. Bottom line. There's no explanation that you're going to give me why this nigga didn't sign the contract. You can say the money wasn't right. That don't mean
what about that? Yep.
But he didn't know the money wasn't right, nigga. How do you know? If Manny Pacquiao signed his contract, the money was right.
I agree with that, though. Like, yeah, Manny Pacquiao. Remember, fellas, Manny Pacquiao was asking for $20 million.
Right.
He was asking for $20 million. Now, unless he was okay with a severe cut in what he was asking for, the money was right.
Right. And Dubai is known for overpaying. Y'all don't believe me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Eddie Hearn. That's why when Ruiz was talking that, I'm not going over to Abu Dhabi. All right, extra $3 million. Okay, let me get my plane ticket.
Andy Ruiz, I think, got $9 fucking million, dog.
No, he got 9. Then they bumped it up to 13.
Oh my God. That's Andy Ruiz, fellas. He beat one nigga in his career, Anthony Joshua. Automatic $13 million fighter. Are you kidding me? See? So yeah, that's a good example. Dubai is paying niggas, bro, and giving niggas bitches.
Oh yeah. Quality bitches too, I may add.
That's why Andy Ruiz lost. Why the nigga, I'm training, nigga came in 600 pounds overweight. Fucking a whole bunch of Dubai bitches. You know Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz was a virgin before he became the unified champion.
You know what's fucked up? He probably would have beat Joshua a second time had Joshua not have been to Miami and fucked up once.
Exactly, bro.
No. I did this one. Remember that? Because when IFL TV interviewed him, the nigga was being escorted with security from wherever he went by car. He was never left alone. Nope. Not making that mistake I did down in Miami.
Exactly, bro. Shit crazy, man. But man, this is my take, bro. And I understand what Chris the author is talking about, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the problem. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Let's say, you're a fucking garbage man, right? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you the baddest garbage picker-upper out there, nigga.
Picker-upper? I've never heard.
Right? Shut up, nigga. Let me level with niggas, man. Right?
My bad.
You the baddest garbage picker-upper out there, nigga. Nobody snatching garbage bags like you do, nigga. You the man at that shit. And you was the man at that shit in 2015, 2016, 2017, nigga, 2018. And then you took a dip in 2019. Do you think you'd be able to go back to your fucking boss and say, hey, dog, I should still get paid more money in 2020, even though I look bad in 2019, or at least my production level wasn't as good as it was from 2015 to 2018. I should still get more money in 2020 because of what I did from 2015 to 2018. Do you think your boss is going to be like, you know what, you're fucking right? No, nigga. He's going to be like, I hear what you're saying. Here's your demotion. That's what he's going to do. Right? Or I hear what you're saying, but we're not giving you a raise. We're definitely not promoting you. Right? The whole purpose of that story is you are only worth what you are now. Yes. Right? You Kendrick said, I thought you were talking about Charles Dutton on that show Rock. That big cue ball head ass nigga. But you're only worth what you are at that moment in time, bro. Right? Yes, Terence Crawford was a unified champion at 135. Yes, he was undisputed at 140, right? However, at 147, his resume is probably the worst of the champions at 147 outside of Ugas, and that only leaves fucking Errol Spence. So it's definitely worse than Errol Spence, right? And I don't even know it might not be worse than Ugas. You really got to look at that shit, right? Terence Crawford beat Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Egidijus Cavaliauskas, which was a mandatory, so I give him a break on that. Mm-hmm. But then he voluntarily fought Amir Khan and voluntarily fought fucking Kell Brook. Sure the did. Latter two were washed up fighters by that time, man.
Sure was.
Right? So at the end of the day, what he's doing now, his production level now, is not what it was 3 years ago. Therefore, Terence Crawford cannot walk around with his goddamn Daisy Duke mask talking about who the fuck he gonna fight. I'm the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I take this much dope. You ain't gonna give me this. Nigga, you don't have what it takes at this moment in time. Your resume don't fucking speak for itself in the last 3 years, man. You don't get paid based on what you did in 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015. Any job out there, they don't pay you based on what the fuck you did in the past. It's all about what you're doing now. That's any job out there, fellas and ladies. Boxing is no fucking different. Right? In the NBA, I just pick a fucking player. I don't know, Kyle Lowry. Right? If this nigga's dominating in 2015 through 2018, averaging 20 points a game, I'm just throwing some shit out there, averaging 20 points a game every fucking season, and then in 2019, this nigga averages 6, you think they're going to get this nigga a super contract extension? No. They don't care what he did from 2015 to 2018. In 2019, he averaged 6 points a game. So that means in 2020, you ain't getting shit. Mm-hmm. It's no different in boxing. And I'm not even talking about the pay-per-view numbers.
Not the pay-per-view numbers?
I'm not even talking about that, nigga. I'm just talking about the resume at 147. I'm just talking about what have you done for me lately, nigga. When I get to the pay-per-view numbers, nigga. The last nigga I fought on the street had more views than you did. Man. I fought a nigga in the street 3-4 years ago had more views than you, nigga. No way on God's green earth should Terence Crawford be walking around talking about what he gonna take and who he gonna take it from. So with this shit right here, with him not signing the Manny Pacquiao contract, he has nowhere to go. Y'all understand that, right?
Yep.
He's with Top Rank, right? Who the fuck does Top Rank have at welterweight? I'll wait. I will wait, right? Typically, a motherfucker that's basically trying to show that he has options, the motherfuckers that he's affiliated with have the backing to support the idea that that person has options. Top Rank doesn't have the backing at welterweight to support that he has options. Basically, Terence Crawford's going to be waiting for Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor to move up to 147. Really? That's his only bet if he's not going to try to take these fights with PBC. Crawford, you have effectively moved yourself into a position where you have to take less now, nigga.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be bad. Because if Errol Spence fights your Dennis Ugas and gets 3 out of 4 straps, my nigga, you can even forget about 60-40, dog. Me personally, I'm already at 70-30. You ain't do shit at welterweight. And your pay-per-view numbers suck. 70-30.
Hold on, I'm getting some. Hold on, what was that? Oh, the Errol Spence may fight Manny Pacquiao in May.
Oh my God. I forgot all about that, bro. So let me go back. Fuck Ugas.
You hit the rewind button.
Right? Fuck Ugas, nigga. Fuck him. It don't even matter. He don't even matter no more. If Errol Spence fights and defeats one of the greatest fighters of this era, 80-20. 80-20. How not?
I'm 90-10. I'm 90-10, nigga. I'm 90-10. Like, yeah. That's the starting part for me, 90-10. And guess what? None of your bitches can come.
None of them. No. Definitely your ugly ass baby mama, nigga. She's sitting outside, nigga, on the curb. She's on the curb, nigga. She don't get no ticket. She don't get no promoter pass, bro. Curb. Nigga, second Ezra said 99-1. Right. Right. Yeah. But who's he gonna fight? I'm looking at the WBO rankings right now. He just turned down a Manny Pacquiao deal, which if he would have beat Manny Pacquiao, I would have been the first motherfucker to jump on the show and say, hey, 60-40, 55-45.
Yep.
If he would have beat Manny Pacquiao. But he just turned down a fight in which I believe he beats Manny Pacquiao. I believe it. He turned down that fight, man. Now who's he going to fight next? Number 1 is Sean Porter. We already know he won't take that fight. That's his best friend. Number 2 is Virgil Ortiz. We already know he won't take that fight because when he was at Virgil Ortiz's fight against Maurice Hooker, this motherfucker shied away from the Virgil Ortiz questions.
Sure
he laughed when Chris Mannix asked him if he would consider a Virgil Ortiz fight. He laughed. He said, oh, man, I laugh at the idea. You know what I'm saying? Basically like, nigga, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm Terence motherfucking Bud Crawford, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Nebraska strong, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Whole lot of niggas out there in Nebraska, nigga. We get it in, nigga. Now, I've never heard of anybody getting shit in Nebraska, but I digress, right? Ain't no real niggas in Nebraska, nigga. Right? But he's seriously said that he laughs at the idea of fighting his number 2 contender. Okay, well, let's move down. What about Mikey Garcia? Well, Mikey Garcia is not really even looking at that fight because he's not trying to fuck with Top Rank. But Terence Crawford ain't mentioned Mikey Garcia either, so it goes both ways, right? Okay. Yep. Number 4 is Custio Clayton. Do y'all really want to see Terence Crawford fight Custio Clayton?
Didn't that nigga just have a draw with somebody?
Sergey Limp Dick.
That nigga just have a draw with somebody? What the fuck?
Yes. Do y'all really want to see Terence Crawford beat up on a nigga that had a draw with Sergey Limp Nuts? Do y'all want to see that? Absolutely not. Let's move down to number 5. Oh, that's a familiar name. Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
Oh,
we already saw that.
You saw that, yeah.
You don't want to see a rematch, do you?
And that nigga has not improved since. No.
No.
He's not, no.
Okay, let's move down. Number 6, Michael Mckinson. I know 90% of you niggas listening to this don't know him. He's a UK fighter. He's definitely... Michael Mckinson loses to Egidijus Kavaliauskas,
For real.
let alone Terence Crawford. Okay, let's move down to number 7. Oh, and this is a bad motherfucker, but he won't make the fight. Why? High risk, low reward. Jaron Boots Ennis. That fight won't get made. Guaranteed. If he laughs at Virgil Ortiz, who's ranked number 2, who just beat a former champion, he's definitely going to laugh at Jaron Ennis, who's ranked number 7 and just beat a former champion.
No.
He's definitely going to
laid him out.
Laid him the fuck out. Exactly.
Nigga, go back down to 140. The fuck you doing up here?
Exactly. Beat the shit out of Sergey Limp Nuts. Nigga,
Right.
that shit was embarrassing. That made me think about Lamont Peterson. Like, damn, nigga.
Right.
Jaron Ennis showed why you really did need to retire after that fight.
Oh, man.
Right? Let's move down to number 8. Maurice Hooker. Well, those two are good friends. You won't see that fight. And even if they could make that fight, why would you want to see Maurice Hooker fight Terence Crawford when Virgil Ortiz just obliterated the nigga? You don't want to see that fight. Let's move down to number 9. Sergey Limp Nuts. We've been talking about limp dicks and nuts all goddamn show. We don't want to see that goddamn fight. He just got beat by fucking Jaron Ennis, who was at number 7. Well, let's move down to number 10. David Avanesian. Well, David Avanesian, a decent fighter. He beat Sugar Shane Mosley when Sugar Shane Mosley was 976 years old, right? Lost all his money to that Asian bitch, right?
Hey.
He beat that Shane Mosley. He did beat Carmen La Haraga, a Spanish fighter that was on the come up, beat him twice. He did give Josh Kelly his first loss. But guys, do you really think David Avanesian has the skill to be able to get in the ring and compete against Terence Crawford? We're talking about David Avanesian versus Conor Benn right now, fellas. Conor Benn is a UK prospect, right? The son of the great Nigel Benn. That's where David Avanesian is today, possibly fighting Conor Benn. He's not ready for Terence Crawford and will never be. Let's move down to number 11. Yuki Bipu. Never heard of this nigga.
God, Jesus. Doo-doo? What? I thought I got a doo-doo. Was that your baby? Did she come in the room doing the phone call and say she got a doo-doo?
My 3-year-old came in and said she doo-doo. Nigga, exactly. That's what the fuck y'all just heard. That doo-doo BP, whatever his name is, has the Asian Pacific title. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Let's move down to number 12. Kujatilo Abdulkakarov. Decent Russian fighter. Uzbekistanian fighter, right? But he's not ready for Terence Crawford. I don't think he beats Virgil Ortiz. I don't think he beats Jaron Ennis. He probably doesn't beat Mikey Garcia. He's not ready for Terence Crawford. Let's move down to number 13. Chris Congo. Well, he just lost to number fucking where's he at? Where the fuck is he at? Number 6, Michael Mckinson. Chris Congo at number 13 had just lost to Michael Mckinson, who's at number 6, who we just said probably couldn't beat Egidijus Kavaliauskas. So why the fuck would Chris Congo be able to compete against Terence Crawford? Let's move down to number 14. Lewis Crocker. Definitely not ready for Terence Crawford. I don't even know why the fuck he's on this list.
You beat me to it. Like, why the fuck is...
Let's move down to number 15. Brian Ceballo. Never heard of him.
I don't know what
He's
that
from
dude
the
is.
United States, but I've never heard of him. He has the WBO Intercontinental title. That is the top 15 rankings at welterweight by the WBO, fellas and ladies. So you're telling me this nigga has wiggle room to turn down a fight with Manny Pacquiao? You're telling me he has wiggle room to tell Errol Spence, hey, nigga, give me 50-50 based on some achievements I did 3 years ago, motherfucker. You're telling me he has wiggle room to turn down a Sean Porter fight because they're, quote, friends, nigga? You're telling me he has wiggle room to laugh at Virgil Ortiz? I'm sick and tired of this motherfucker. And what's crazy is, Bo, I fucked with Terence Crawford heavy. You
Sure
know I
did.
don't have favorite fighters.
You sure
don't.
did. Yeah.
I don't have favorite fighters. My last favorite fighter was goddamn Roy Jones Jr.
No, Roy Jones, right.
I supported the hell out of Floyd Mayweather because I was living in San Antonio at the time around a bunch of Mexicans. So I supported Floyd Mayweather openly so I can get in fights with Mexicans. That's what I did, right? But my last favorite fighter was Roy Jones Jr., okay? After that, I became an objective boxing analyst. I did not have a favorite fighter. Terence Crawford was creeping up that fucking favorite fighter ladder and possibly on the verge of breaking that goddamn ceiling where he gets to the top. And I openly say that's my favorite fighter. Terence Crawford was creeping up that ladder, man. So was Guillermo Rigondeaux before he quit against Lomachenko.
Sure did.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, right? I fucked with Terence Crawford heavy. I was a major advocate of allowing him to fight Julius Andongo instead of, at the time, an undefeated Sergey Limp Dick trying to get in between that fight because he was the mandatory by the IBF. I was a heavy advocate, voicing my opinion all over Facebook at the time. They had Google+. I was everywhere. Hey, bro, that motherfucker right there needs to be able to fight Terence Crawford for undisputed, right? And the fans got what they wanted. I was a heavy advocate of Errol Spence giving Terence Crawford that fight when Terence Crawford moved up to 140-47 and got the WBO title. At that moment in time, Terence Crawford was telling niggas, hey, y'all told me I needed to get a belt. Now I'm ready for all the champions at 147. I said, bet. Errol Spence had beat Kell Brook. Terence Crawford's got the WBO title. Let's make it happen. Errol Spence, don't be talking that PBC shit. Get this nigga to fucking fight. I was a heavy advocate, right, of Terence Crawford, right, whenever PBC was talking about what champions are at the welterweight division and they excluded the WBO.
Sure did.
I was like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with PBC excluding the WBO? That's a major title, nigga. It ain't 1994 no more.
Right.
That's a major title since February 2007. The WBO is a major trinket, nigga. So you have to include that. You can't just say WBA, IBF, and WBC. That's it. No, nigga.
Yep. They was even naming a regular champion.
Yeah, they had the regular champion on there. I can't remember. Was it Lamont Peterson at the time? Might have been Lamont, punk ass.
Lamont,
but
Pacquiao, one of them.
Yeah. But then you can't just exclude the nigga, right? I was a heavy advocate for not excluding Terence Crawford. But when I saw how Terence was okay with not fighting Errol Spence ever, and his statements were, and I quote, look it up, 2K never lies to y'all, man. His statements were, I'm already in the Hall of Fame. I don't need them, they need me. Huh? Nigga, you're an active fighter. I heard that, I was like, this nigga bugging. But then on a DAZN broadcast, which DAZN, when they interviewed him, it just seems to not be the right day for that nigga, bro. He just puts himself in a deeper hole whenever he's on DAZN giving fucking interviews. They talked about the Sean Porter fight. This motherfucker said, oh, man, there's no such thing as the other side of the street. The fighters are the ones that say, hey, I want this fight, get this fight made. So all at the time, the problem with that is at the time, the people that were supporting Terence Crawford were saying, yeah, man, they doing this other side of the street shit, man. Yeah. Fuck Errol Spence and Al Heyman and punk-ass motherfuckers. They doing all that other side of the street shit, man.
Man, what the fuck, man?
right.
You got that shit boarded up, nigga.
Right. And here comes your dude that you're trying to fucking support, basically shitting on all over your support, or at least your reason for supporting him. Shitting all over it. Oh, no, there's no such thing as other side of the street. Right? That's like you talking to a group of people and your wife or your girl is standing there. Ladies, your husband or your boyfriend is standing there. And you telling people with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband standing there, you're telling the group of people, yeah, my wife or my husband loves me. And the nigga says, no, I don't. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Not only does he say no, I don't. He'd be like, no. I thought we were just fucking.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah, right. Really shit on it, piss on it too. Right.
Love. I thought we were just fucking.
That's exactly what the fuck happened right now. That's exactly what happened. All his fans were trying to support this nigga outwardly, giving all the excuses they could, which honestly was a valid excuse.
Yeah,
it was valid. PBC was shutting him out. PBC was icing this nigga out, right? They were giving this nigga the cold shoulder. He was on the outside looking in at welterweight. It was a legitimate excuse, but this nigga shitted all over it. When the fighter says one thing, hey man, and it contradicts the narrative, that's it. And the narrative was about him, that's it. Got to move to the next narrative.
That's it. 100% agreed. That's it.
So at the end of the day, Terence Crawford, with those two statements, I was done with him after that. Then he talking about some 50-50 and nigga ain't done shit in 3 years. Meanwhile, Errol Spence has risen from a prospect to the best welterweight in the fucking outside of Manny Pacquiao, where you guys rate Manny Pacquiao, but from a prospect to one of the best, or at least top 2 welterweights in the division. Nigga, top 5 pound for pound in the sport. He went from prospect to top 5 pound for pound in the fucking sport. On top of that, has pay-per-view numbers to back it. This nigga ain't getting 50-50. So what Crawford just did, and I'm going to be done with this nigga after this. What he just effectively done is close the walls on top of himself, nigga. That's what he did. The nigga tried to get out the maze and close the door to the only exit he had. That's what he did. Now he better hope guys like Sean Porter, Virgil Ortiz, etc. are looking to give him a shot. If not, he's done. He needs to retire. He can't even go to 154 because that division's on lock as well by PBC. He can't even go there. Where's he going to go? Jamel's getting ready to fight Brian Castano for the WBO title. If he beats him, which he will, right, and he stays at 154, doesn't drop all the titles and move up to 160, Jamel ain't fighting no goddamn Terence Crawford. Not going to happen. He has nowhere to go. And he's effectively closed the goddamn door on himself. Somebody in here said he should have never re-upped with Top Rank. 1,000,000% agree. And I tell you this, when he did that, I told everyone, I said, that is the end right there.
Yep. You from Jump Street, you have been saying, I remember the first thing you said was, why would you re-sign with Top Rank when the dudes you need to fight is on the other side?
Yep. Exactly.
At the end of the day, this just proves what we always tell y'all. Stop putting your faith in these fighters and these fucking entities. They're going to let you down.
Let them down, Nebraska, nigga. 2K, where you going, nigga? Hey, shit, nigga, I gotta go to Nebraska, dog. Hey, man, we about to go to Vegas. Nah, man, I can't make that Vegas trip. I gotta go to Nebraska. Why, 2K? Because I gotta let some motherfuckers down, nigga.
I gotta put some niggas on download notice. No, but listen, man, at the end of the day, this Crawford has nobody to blame but himself. You have nobody to blame but yourself because you're so busy thumbing your nose in the air, smelling your own shit, that you're not realizing what's happening right here, right now. Right now, you have no one's even arguing in your defense. That's how low you fell. Nobody even arguing that nigga's defense, right? Nobody. 2K went on a the most brutal soliloquy I've heard. I didn't see nobody in here going, no, hold on, wait a minute. Nope, nothing, nothing, no comments. On the 3 Kings Boxing website, nobody said nothing.
Nope.
They're just like, okay. And Earl Spence out here like, oh yeah, by the way, I got Ugas and I might fight Pacquiao. That's it. That's it. And Crawford is sitting back. Crawford has not even released a statement as to why or how bad he feel about the fight not happening. That should tell you who this nigga is right now.
Exactly.
You have not the biggest fight of your life. Fuck career, nigga. Life. This is a make or break type of thing, and it didn't go through, and you're saying nothing? Amir Khan immediately released a statement when his shit fell through. That's Amir Khan. You said nothing? You're saying nothing? You're quiet?
Yo. Sad, man. It is what it is, man. We'll see what happens to the legacy of Terence Crawford going forward, man. All right, man. Let's move to the next one real quick, man. Shout out to my man Chris, the author. I appreciate you, man, hitting that PayPal, dog. Word up. Billy Joe Saunders, Bo. Now, Billy Joe, just like that look on his face.
Oi, Mike.
Right. Billy Joe is not a stupid person.
No, he's not.
He does stupid shit, but he's not a stupid person. I don't believe him to be anyway, right? Or at least let me say this. He's not as stupid as to think that or to not know that he's being set up by his own fucking promoter.
Very true.
Right? You're fighting Canelo Alvarez to defend your WBO title and possibly take his WBC, right? And WBA title, right? So you're fighting for a 3-belt unification, okay? But you're fighting the nigga in Texas, number one.
Number one.
At
Yes.
Arlington Stadium.
Okay. Not bad. Not a big problem, but a problem, but not a big one.
Well, it's a big problem when you understand that Canelo already has the judges in his pocket in every goddamn fight he's in, right?
True.
What was that you said earlier? What happened with the judge, Bo?
Supposedly, when the deal was made, it was agreed that it was going to be one American judge, one Mexican judge, and one English judge. Then all of a sudden they make the trip, get close to the fight. No motherfucking English judge is alive.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if all the judges are from Texas. You might as well, dog. Listen, man. Billy
That's
Joe.
probably why ain't no English judge. We couldn't find one from Texas.
Yeah, right. Bo, this nigga has no chance. But the reason why he has no chance is because nobody knocks out Canelo Alvarez. You can't knock him out.
Right.
I don't give a fuck where you hit this guy, man. One thing about Canelo, he has one of the best chins in boxing.
Yeah, he does, man. Really.
Him,
does.
Danny Garcia, right? Gennady Golovkin. These guys have the best chins in boxing, man. You can't hurt these motherfuckers, man. I've only seen Canelo hurt twice in his entire career against the great value Miguel Cotto, right? Fucking Miguel Cotto's older brother. That was back when he was like 20 or something like that. And then the second Golovkin fight, right?
Right.
Only seen him hurt twice in his fucking career. You can't knock Canelo Alvarez out. However, he puts you in a situation with his star power that you must defeat him by knockout, or you have to definitively beat this nigga, like 12 rounds to 0, just for one judge to have the scorecard a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like CJ Ross when Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd beat this nigga 10 rounds to 2. CJ Ross said, yeah, 114. That's the fight I saw.
Yep, sure did.
Right? That's how much this nigga has a hold on the judges.
That bitch risked her career.
Right. And you're fighting him in Little Mexico, Texas. So the crowd's gonna be behind him. Ain't nobody from the UK coming to Texas, bro. Probably about 6 motherfuckers gonna show up, right? Crowd's gonna be behind him because we allow crowds here in Dallas. By the way, we allow them. So yeah, there's gonna be a nice stadium full of people. It won't be packed, but there's gonna be a lot of Mexicans in that motherfucker. No British people, probably 3. Right? You don't have the judges. You're fighting a nigga with a granite chin who's actually better skilled than you are. You are at a 100% disadvantage. He doesn't even have a puncher's chance, Bo. And you know what? What's all fucked up about all of this, Bo? Billy Joe knows this.
Yes, he does.
That's what's fucked up about this. He fucking knows. Billy Joe is selling his O and his belt for that almighty dollar.
For the love of money.
People from their mother for the love of money. Exactly. Got a nigga singing and shit, and I can't sing.
It's okay. I don't think half the niggas know the song anyway.
Exactly. Money, 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 money. New Jack City shit, nigga.
Acapella version in the movie.
Exactly. Right. That's exactly what the fuck he's doing, bro. He would be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life if he doesn't understand anything that I just said, bro. If he really doesn't believe anything that I just said, this is the most hooked on phonics dumb motherfucker on the planet, bro. I'm just saying. What do you think about this shit, bro? Easy setup.
Easy setup, and Billy Joe knows that that's the reason why he said he called Eddie Jones, lying piece of shit or some shit like that. And that's why Tyson Fury even did a video talking about how Eddie Hearn's in Matchroom is the worst motherfucker in the world. Now listen, this is something y'all got to understand. See, I told y'all this a while back. I said Eddie Hearn puts his fighters, the ones that he ain't making them big dollars off of, he puts them in bad positions. Of course, there's only one that he is making that, which Anthony Joshua, right? He never puts him in a bad position. It's just Eddie Ruiz was a hiccup, but that wasn't a bad position. When you think about it, he just had a fight 2 weeks prior to. We should be good here, Mike. We should be good, Mike. You should have this, Anthony. You should be all right. You stiff back and all. Stiff back. Anthony, we should be good right here. Anthony, don't worry about it, mate. Go down to Miami, have a good time, have a cracking fucking time, mate. It's okay.
What's the fucking problem, mate? Look, I tell everyone you're a good fighter. You're a good fighter. Pronounce the goddamn T's, UK. Fight turn, nigga.
That's why Tyson Fury did what he did. Here are the list. Y'all want to say, oh, Bo, you getting carried away. Okay, bet. Anthony Croya. Did Eddie really have to have that motherfucker fight Vasyl Lomachenko?
No, and Eddie knew. Eddie knew that Vasyl was, he prophesized that Vasyl was going to have Anthony Crolla face down, ass up. He knew that, dog.
He knew it.
And he put him in there anyway.
He knew it, right? I mean, did he have to put Luke Campbell? Like you signed Luke Campbell and Devin Haney, but when Vasyl Lomachenko didn't interject in the fight, then you gave Luke Campbell to Devin Haney. Here you go. Take him. You fed Tevin Farmer to JoJo Diaz.
He fed Maurice Hooker to Jose Ramirez. And Virgil Ortiz. Nigga. That nigga got two. Right. That nigga went for seconds.
Yeah, he said, "Ooh, that ass was good." Right. That ass was good. Get some more of that motherfucker right there.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
I mean, that's the kind of shit he do. And then to show you furthermore, the worst one, period, that he completely fucked over was Kell Brook.
Yeah, he sure did.
You fucked up his career.
Kell Brook fucked up his own career too, in a sense, man, because his dumbass couldn't make weight.
Right.
Niggas all fat all over the place and shit. That Kell Brook is partially to blame. He's partly to blame for that as well, though. But I hear you.
Right, but come on, man. You went to Kell Brook and gave him the biggest offer of his life, 5 million plus pay-per-view shares. He jumped at that shit. What? You know goddamn well 147, 160 wasn't gonna work for that nigga. Come on, man. Stop.
Right. I agree.
Do that. Okay. And then, of course, you know, you fed, you look at, well, I'm feeding motherfuckers. You fed Canelo Alvarez. You once fed Canelo Alvarez, Colin Smith. Why not feed him Billy Joe Saunders? And then you allow, like my man Prodigy said, not only did you allow to fight in Texas, but you didn't ensure what you was told about having an English. You didn't ensure that happened. You just went off them telling you, yeah, sure, we'll have one English judge. Walked away. And then on top of that, what else did you do, Eddie? You went out and started negotiating Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb fucking Plant. While your fighter still has a fight coming up with Canelo.
God, nigga, the disrespect is real.
Super fucking real.
Damn.
I have never in my life heard of Eddie Hearn doing that to Anthony Joshua.
No, sir.
He did it to Dylan White several times.
Dylan White was his little puppy dog, man. Dylan White was a nigga. Dylan White was the side nigga, man. Oh man, I don't want to fuck this bitch. Dylan, come get this bitch, man. I don't want that, nigga. I'm trying to get a friend, nigga. Get the ugly one, nigga. Hurry up, nigga.
Right. That's what he did. But I've never heard Eddie do that to Anthony Joshua. I've never heard him do that. Tell Anthony Joshua, yeah, Joshua, you know, you got a fight coming up with Tyson Fury. And you know what? I'm going to start playing in Fury. He's never done that to Joshua. Never. But all them other names, he's done it to them. So what should that tell you? Yes, Billy Joe Saunders is being set up. Why? Because Eddie makes his money either way, so it's no biggie to him.
He don't give a fuck.
No, he didn't say the winner will face Caleb Plant. Nope, it's
Canelo, nigga.
Canelo, nigga.
But when you look at the situation that Eddie Hearn has allowed, of course it's gonna be Canelo.
Very true.
Fighting in front of his fucking, basically, I mean, Canelo ain't from Texas, but Mexicans are Mexicans, nigga. So fighting in front of his hometown fans, nigga, right? Basically, bro, right? Fighting, you know, a guy that doesn't have a lot of pop. He's slick, but he doesn't have a lot of pop, right? Canelo will definitely be able to get to him. Doesn't move around the ring that gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have the judges in his hands. The bigger star. Billy Joe could win 8 rounds to 4. Canelo will win on the scorecards 10 rounds to 2, guaranteed.
Oh.
I mean, look at the situation, bro. Eddie Hearn has allowed Billy Joe to walk himself into. But like I said, the problem is Billy Joe is only complaining with Tyson Fury just to market the fight. That's it.
Of course.
He knows he's fully aware of what's happening. This is why I won't cover the fight. Matchroom asked us, sent us a credential form and everything.
Sure did.
To fill out so we can go to this fight. I did not fill it out. The deadline was actually today. Today, April 27th, right? Yeah. Deadline was today. I did not fill that form out. I will not go to a fight where I already know who the goddamn winner is. And it's supposed to be a free match.
That's free.
Yeah. And it's a free fight. And they give you a goddamn voucher.
Nigga, I got better thing to do with my Saturday, like fold my socks.
Yeah. It's a free fight, ringside, and they give you a voucher for free food when you cover as media. I still turned it down. I don't want to go fucking cover a fight live where I know the outcome, bro, because of the politics that are surrounding the fight. No, not interested. This right here should have been at a neutral location, right? Hell, y'all could have added the Dunkin' Donuts Center, nigga, in Rhode Island. Just saying. Neutral, nigga. Ain't no Mexicans in Rhode Island. Ain't no British up there neither. Neutral.
Nope.
Could have had a British judge an American judge, and then a motherfucker from like China, Yugoslavia somewhere, nigga. Neutral.
Yep. Speaks no English.
Right. No English, nigga. Exactly. Could have got a motherfucker from Al Qaeda or some shit, nigga.
Shit,
ISIS, nigga.
You could have got Eddie Murphy's Fufu. Eddie.
I have Billy Joe winning the fight, Eddie. Right.
But
right,
you see,
dog.
But you see, you make a very valid point. Look at what Eddie does, right? Billy Joe Saunders, just like Josh Warrington. Billy Joe Saunders, with Frank Warren, signed to fight Demetrius Andrade.
Right.
Now he positive. Okay. Frank Warren wanted to revisit the fight. And nope. I'm going to 168 and I'm going to Eddie Hearn. That's what the nigga did. Andrade, who? So Demetrius Andrade should be looking at Eddie too. Like, hey man, you had no problem making, you know, they had no problem making a fight with me. This was before, mind you, before this nigga was, he wasn't even with Matchroom at that time, I don't think.
I think it was with Frank Warren.
No, I mean, was Andrade? Yeah.
Oh, Andrade. Banner promotion. He was Banner, I think.
Right. He wasn't even with Matchroom. So you was willing, that fight was willing to get made when he wasn't with Matchroom. Now that he with Matchroom, the fight ain't happening.
Yeah. Right.
Motherfuckers need to stop walking to Eddie office like, just slap him off the bat now. I got your attention. What the fuck is going on?
Exactly, dog.
You can't, but you're killing my legacy.
The fight would have been a good matchup if all of the background behind the scenes shit didn't fall into Canelo's favor the way it did.
Oh man.
It would have been a decent matchup. Neutral location, neutral set of judges, right? No fuckery involved, nigga. Just a fair boxing match between two champions fighting for a 3-belt unification. It would have been a good fight. Canelo would have won, in my opinion, regardless. Canelo's a better fighter, right? But it still would have been an intriguing matchup. Now literally all the cards are in Canelo's favor. There's the only way he could lose is this nigga shoots himself in the ring, nigga, like Billy Blanks did in that movie, The Last Boy Scout, I believe it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. Scored the touchdown and capped himself.
Yeah, scored the touchdown, blew his own fucking head off. That's how Canelo loses this fight. If he does that same shit. He don't even got to throw a punch. 120, 108 Canelo. This nigga threw 0 punches, landed 0 punches. 120, 108 Canelo. It's fucking bullshit, dog. I don't even think I'm going to watch this, bro. I probably won't even watch it on television, nigga. I'm going to go pull some weeds out my front yard or some shit, nigga. It's going to be, yeah, nigga, I know it's going to be nighttime and shit, but that will be my activity of choice, nigga, on May 8th.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, pull the weeds out of my.
I'm just saying, dog. Not watching that bullshit. It's a farce, dog. Not watching it. Y'all can tell me later, 2K, you were wrong, nigga. That nigga Billy Joe won. I'll be happy as fuck. Oh, that's not because Canelo lost, but because the bullshit fix wasn't in, right? Mm-hmm. Or if you even tell me this, the judges had it a close fight and it was deservingly close, I will be happy. Not because Canelo had a close fight, no, because the fix wasn't in. I was wrong.
Very true.
But if Billy Joe has a good outing and Canelo's dominating this, Canelo dominates the scorecards, it's going to fall right into what I've said all along.
And if Canelo lose, trust me, you'll know before all of us because there'll be a huge "what the fuck" in Texas.
That's right. You're right about that. You fucking right about that.
Nigga, you see your neighbors, they robbing Canelo.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Shit, let's move on to the 2 prospects you're talking about, man. You said there was 2 prospects on the Maruti. Now, this is the little guys. And we keep trying to tell y'all, man, all this fuckery that we get to talk about is because these higher weight divisions give us the ammunition. They give us the fucking ammunition. You see what I'm saying? But these little guys, they don't really give us too much ammunition. And there's a good fight that's happening this fucking weekend, or at least on Friday. You got, I believe, Maruti Mitterlane is the IBF 112-pound champion.
Yes, he is.
And he's going to be fighting the brother of Charlie Edwards, who got his ass tossed up and sauteed by Julio Cesar Martinez. So much so that the nigga left the fucking division.
And was still the champion. That nigga still had his belt.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man, you still the champion. But bad news, we may have to reorder the fight. Oh, no. I'm fuck about it here.
Fight that nigga again? Man, I got lucky to get. I was lucky. What was it? Wasn't it a disqualification? I can't remember what it was, or no contest.
Right.
I was lucky to get a no contest. Now I'm fighting this nigga again. Fuck that. But, yeah, man. Like Charlie Edwards skipped. He went up 2 divisions. Nigga, he went from, I believe, 112 to 118. He's not at 115. That nigga skipped 2 fucking divisions to get away from Julio Cesar Martinez. But nevertheless, Maruti Mitterlane will be defending his IBF title against his brother Sonny Edwards, who's actually better than Charlie. So this is actually a good fight. A lot of people think Maruti Mitterlane, who I think is like 37, 38 years old, somewhere in there. But he's one of those guys that have given niggas law. He knocked out John Rio Casimiro. He was the WBO 118-pound champion. Right now, getting ready to fight. Hold on, getting ready to fight Guillermo Rigondeaux. As Bo just mentioned, he knocked out Zolani Tete, gave him his first loss. Right, I think he beat Hecky Butler as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. He beat Muhammad Wasim was undefeated. And a fucking Muhammad Wasim was a fucking Jeff Mayweather protege at the time.
Sure was.
So Maruti Mitterlane at 38 years old, he's fucking niggas up. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on this cat, man. He definitely has the skills to beat Sonny Edwards, but it's a good fight. Youth versus age, champion versus hungry ass contender. What do you think about that fight, man?
I actually like that fight. And that might be, like, it's funny, right? Because it's always a fight where you say a motherfucker might show his age. But normally before that happens, we see a fight previous to that to make us feel that way. It's not happening with Rudy Mitterlane, man. This dude he's not showing you his age. And like you said, Sonny Edwards is just a little bit better than his brother. I don't think, if Mitterlane is still Mitterlane, I don't think that even that's enough for him to beat Edwards. But if Mitterlane comes in and he is a little slow, his step is little, because mind you, sometimes we don't see that age. Sometimes that shit happens in training camp. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes that decline, like Mike Tyson, that decline. Like when I heard Mike Tyson got knocked down by a sparring partner, I said, this nigga finna lose to Buster Douglas.
Oh, by that Japanese sparring partner?
Yep. I said, this nigga finna lose to Buster Douglas. Nigga got knocked down by a sparring partner. He finna lose to Buster Douglas. And if it happens in training camp, I like Sonny Edwards' chance, but I'm still gonna bet on Mitterlane, man. That until that dog show me he's slowing down, I'm always gonna pick him, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen him slowing down yet, and I'm with you. Unless this nigga got a Robin Givens type of bitch next to him trying to take his money and lying about how she got beat up all up in this nigga's head before the fight, I gotta go with Maruti Mitterlane, dog. You know what I'm saying? I like Sonny Edwards, like you said, he's slightly better. He's better than Charlie Edwards, but not by that much.
No,
he still undefeated, hungry, but I think he's gonna take his first L against Maruti Mitterlane, man. This motherfucker gonna keep cruising, man. But there's 2 prospects that you mentioned that are on that card, man. Who are these guys?
Troy Williamson and Kyran Smith.
Oh, yeah, I know them.
Yep, 154-pound fight. Yep. Come on, we Three Kings boxing.
Yeah. That's true.
When you don't know a motherfucker, that means they have not only not been televised, they haven't really fought on planet Earth. Them niggas is fighting like in somebody's basement or some shit.
Right.
Motherfucker need a VHS tape to look at this nigga.
That's fucked up.
Hey, that's how it was when I was trying to find shit on Julius and Dungo. It like that shit was on a VHS tape.
God damn,
when I saw that, nigga fought at the bingo hall.
Yeah, that nigga, they were calling out numbers while that nigga was fighting.
Yeah, you remember that? What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
See, that's the kind of shit we do for y'all to bring y'all great shit. We go deep to find shit on motherfuckers. But these are two really good fights, 2 undefeated fighters. This is a fight. Just like the last one I told you about Joseph Adorno and Jermaine Ortiz, I told you, yo, man, that could be a good fight. Although I thought Adorno was going to lose with the left hook, he dropped this motherfucker, I think, twice. But nonetheless, it was ruled a draw. This is another one of those good fights you guys should pay attention to. Why? Because of the ingredients that goes along with it. Now, we're going to start, of course, with Karan Smith. That motherfucker is 6'2". He holds the WBC International Silver title. I don't understand why motherfuckers always have to put that up there, right? Good amateur career, decent amateur career, not like a whole bunch of fights, but a decent amateur career, and he's also signed to MTK Global. Now, the good thing about him is he does fight like a big man at times. The bad thing about him is he keeps his chin too high. He doesn't keep it tucked in close to the motherfucking chest there. Yep. And he keeps his left hand too goddamn low. He can be caught with the counter. If he misses with the jab, and he steps too hard. And I know what y'all saying. What do you mean step too hard with the jab? You are supposed to step with jab, but he steps too hard to the point to where when he misses with the jab, his chin is past his knee. So now he has a balance issue. And whenever you have a balance issue, it's hard for you to get back on defense. That's why he get clipped either with a counter right hand, or you can catch this motherfucker in the shootout, because then he also dips too low to try to catch you with a body shot instead of keeping you at the end of the jab. What I like about Tyson Fury is he's a big man that fights like that. He ain't going to the body. You ain't because why? You ain't getting that goddamn close. Stay your ass out there. You ain't your ass out there, right? So being the taller fighter, you think he would be able to control the fight, but not so. He only has 7 knockouts, which goes to what I said about how he doesn't use his arm and reach because he's too busy trying to get on the inside and being an aggressive fighter instead of being a boxer. Now, Troy Williamson, on the other hand, he's ranked number 3. He's the IBF European middleweight champion, which is probably why he's ranked number 13. I'm sorry, not number 3, number 13, right? Now, here's the thing about him, though. Lots and lots of experience. This boy was part of the 2015 European Championship. He also was part of the WSB tournament representing the London Lions in that tournament. They got their ass beat by Cuba, of course. But he also has been in the ring. He shared the ring. He lost to a cat by the name of Ariane Lopez, who is one of the top amateur Cuban fighters right now under Lara. Not Lara. Edeslandi Sabon. He's one of the top Cuban fighters. He lost to that guy in a very good fight. The problem with this dude, though, he also competed in the ABA. Now, both these niggas lost to Anthony Fowler in the amateurs, believe it or not, right? Both of them niggas lost to Anthony Fowler in the amateurs.
Anthony Fowler, nigga. That's the nigga that lost to Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
who he also beat in the amateurs.
Right. But at least Williamson, when he lost, he beat that nigga the next year. So I'll give him that. He lost to him, but he beat him next year. Williamson's problem is, again, holds his chin up too high. He's over aggressive, meaning that he likes to come in with his head down, and when you come in with your head down, you're telegraphing your punches. You're looking at my body. He has feints, but they're not hard selling feints. They're more like feints where he's standing still instead of moving. So you don't have to move. So he doesn't like feint to convince you to trap you. He's just feinting. He's just standing there feinting. Well, that's not enough. And on top of that, he have lapses in his fights where he loses focus. Hence why he has been hit by punches that you should see and he keeps his head on the center line. That's why if you use the jab, you can beat him. Good fight. Smith should win, but I got a feeling he's going to give up. He's going to give up his height, and we're going to have a fight, a shootout fight where this should be a fairly easy one, man.
That's a good fight, man. Troy Williamson packs a lot of power too, man.
Yes, he does. 11 knockouts. That's right. I forgot that. Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight on that Marudi Mitherlane versus Sonny Edwards undercard, man. So there goes Bo Kellerman. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga. We don't call you. It ain't Bo Kellerman, nigga. Bo Sugar.
Oh,
Bo
man.
Sugar.
Bo Sugar.
That's what it is, nigga. Bo Sugar.
Man. Oh, man.
At the end of every show, man, he gonna update you on some fighters, tell you who to look for, who not to look for, nigga. But that's what we do, man. And as y'all know, go to 3kingsboxing.com for your source of pure, unadulterated boxing information. We should be covering this fight. We will also cover the Williamson-Kieran Smith fight. Let you know who won that, give you a breakdown and analysis of the actual fight if you're not able to catch it. You can always go there to get your updates on fights with via recaps and things and everything else that's all about boxing. Follow us on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, facebook.com/3kingsboxing, man. Come to this podcast every Tuesday and Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Pacific, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Shout out to everybody that had comments, had some fuckery to say, man. These fighters are always going to give us ammunition, so I guarantee the next one is going to be just as good. Always come back and see us. Shout out to everybody who donated in the chat, and shout out to people who donated to the PayPal, man. Until Friday, we out this bitch.